I am going to show how I removed a lot of parts from my Wacom Intuos pen in order to make it half as heavy as it used to be. In fact, it's about 45% the weight that it used to be, so it's a lot easier for me to handle. Shown here are the parts I removed in addition to the base of the pen, which screws off. I have a warning here for those who use the eraser that goes on the top of the pen. There's a tiny spring that fits right on the top of the pen, and this plastic piece goes over the top of that. And this is so easily lost that I recommend that if you use the eraser that you not mess with taking this apart, because you're liable to lose the spring, cause the eraser not to work as it should. The first thing to do when taking the Wacom pen apart is to remove the base. I've already done that. It screws off clockwise as you're holding the pen upright, so it goes like that. Now that I've removed the base, I'm going to remove the clicker, which I just put my fingernail under and just lift it off. By the way, there's a high side and a low side on the clicker. The high side goes towards the top. Now I'm going to remove the rubber grip, so I push down on it, and now that I've got it down to the base, I hold it just above the grip and I kind of twist it off. I keep holding it right below the grip. Now comes the delicate part. So what I'm going to do is use a 10-inch frying pan to catch the spring in case it comes loose. To remove the top of the pen, note that there are 3 levels. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. Sort of a bump up at each level. So just grab the lowest level with 3 fingers of your hand and just push as you're pulling with the other. But do this upside down so that the spring doesn't come loose. Now the spring is safely inside the eraser. You can just tip it out into the pan. Take the spring and place it into the eraser, and then put a piece of Scotch tape over that to make sure that it's there when you need it. I'm going to put the clicker back on. In order to do that, I fit the rectangular and then just push down and click it. To keep the top and bottom of the pen fitted together tightly, take a 1 1/2 inch piece of Scotch tape that's about 38 millimeters and just attach the bottom part and the top part and sort of wrap it around. If you ever put the pen back together, just take the tape off. So now we've got the Wacom pen at 45% of the weight that it originally was. It works just as well. I put all the parts that I took off the pen in a sealed envelope in case I ever want to use them again. If you need to put this pen back together, then you take the spring. Remember to use the frying pan in case it just falls off. You'll control it that way. Oh! See? See what I'm talking about? You actually balance it on the very top of the pen. Put the eraser on top of that, and then put the top barrel on top of that. On the top barrel, there are 3 indentations right here, here, and here. One of them does not have writing, and 2 of them do. The one without the writing lines up with the clicker on the bottom of the pen. So look for the one without the writing, line it up with the clicker, and just slide it on. And it slides all the way up. If you do it any other way, it will not slide all the way up. It'll just get stuck. Now the clicker can be removed, the rubber grip can be placed back on, and the base can be screwed back on.